this video I wanted to talk about MREs and stockpiling them for exclusive use by preppers. So today, very common for a lot of people to sit there and brag about, their prepping and talk about how many MRE cases they have and how they're ready for the zombie apocalypse or whatever, and how they're gonna live off these things 3 meals a day for, until they die of a heart attack. Well, if you do that, your heart attack is going to be coming a little bit faster than you think, but we're going to get to that in a little bit. So here's the thing. I'm kind of against the using these, stockpiling them for the exclusive usage of, using these exclusively and not using these as a supplement to a more reasonable, I guess you could say, diet. So here's some things to talk about. So first thing is, the MRE is basically highly dense, food, nutrition-dense foods, and basically it's combat calories. And what I mean by that is, in this MRE, you're getting about 1,250 useful calories, and it's for combat troops. And the nutrients in this is specifically catered to people that are constantly exerting themselves, and they need something that's very easy to metabolize, very quick to metabolize, has the vitamins and minerals and macronutrients that are going to be needed to replenish the body's energy levels and keep their water levels good while they are in this constant activity. So, kind of to give you guys an example of some things that you're going to see here that are uncommon is your peanut butter here, 250 calories in this little packet. So, basically, this has vitamin C, vitamin A, 60% and 80%, obviously based on a 2,000 calorie diet, 8% of your salt. A good amount of these calories are from fat, obviously it's from peanuts. Ingredients: roasted peanuts, sugar, hydrogenated vegetable oils, and stuff like that. So, and then vitamins. Ingredients not in regular peanut butter. So here's the thing, it does incorporate sugar. Well, the reason is because they still are always trying to increase your energy levels, give you that boost. So you're always having energy in the field. This is very easy to process. It's what your body is lacking in the field. Vitamin C, you need that to deliver. Vitamin C basically is a water-soluble vitamin that's essential for delivering nutrients to your muscles, bones, and skin. And so you're going to need that in the field. And also, here you have apple jelly. It's nothing but sugar and carbs. So you're getting nothing but apple juice, sugar, corn syrup, sugar, high fructose corn syrup, sugar. Very easily processed by the body, not good at all. In the short term or long term, it's really not that good for you. It is really terrible, but it's quick energy for the field. So, wheat snack bread. This thing is thinner than a real slice of bread, but it's more dense. It's 2 ounces, 200 calories, a little bit of fat, good amount of sodium, and has carbs in it, obviously being that it's made of enriched bleached flour, which means that this stuff is so highly refined. The flour is so highly refined, and it's enriched, so it's pumped full of vitamins. It basically turns into sugar. These carbs right here, you might as well count these as sugar. And of course it does have sugar in there for sweetening it and making it palatable. But it does have vitamins, calcium, and iron. So it's stuff that you do need, but when you are exerting yourself a lot. Nut raisin mix with pen-coated chocolate discs. 350 calories. Most of that is from fat. So that's not a bad thing. However, fat is a little harder for your body to metabolize than sugar. So of course they're throwing government M&Ms in there. So then you get protein, obviously, from the nut variety that you're getting in here. But look at all this crap that's in here. And this is from your discs. So obviously it's in quotations here, your chocolate discs. Where does it end? So yeah, sugar, food colors. It ends right here. So this list right here is just that stuff. So a lot of food colorings, corn syrups, and stuff like that. But yeah, you're getting a lot of stuff, and it's all inside oils and stuff to add to the fats and stuff like that. That's not that bad. You're going to burn through that. And of course, this is going to be readily available for your body to use. Legumes, nuts, very good for your body to use. Very quick energy. That's why it's in trail mix, and it's one of the preferred things to have on the trail. Very quick energy to get. So probably the healthier-ish, minus the M&Ms. But regardless, quick energy. And then this, tropical punch, the sugars, 20 grams, then carbs. Basically just sugar. Vitamin C, 70%. Look at those ingredients. Sugar, citric acid, natural and artificial crap. So, and vitamin C. So yeah, that is basically just sugar. Very quick, you're still getting some vitamin C in it. Now, main meal. 250 calories. Not that much for 8 ounces. I mean, come on. Just give me some more peanut butter. 1.5 ounces for that same amount of calories. Calorie is a calorie, right? So anyways, vitamin A, vitamin C, iron and calcium, and then of course some fats, good amount of sodium and stuff in there, and then of course a lot of protein. Protein is kind of going to be your enemy if you're trying to be very efficient, because protein is essential for building muscles and making you stronger. The problem is protein is very demanding on your body. You're going to need a lot of micronutrients and macronutrients to support digestion and usage of that protein, and it takes time. It's not something that's going to be quickly done. This is like a recovery meal, if anything. So, also you can see that list of crap that's in here. Mostly preservatives to keep this thing shelf stable and tasting palatable. So, basically, there's some consistencies here. You're getting a lot of vitamin C. This is on the lower end of vitamin C, actually. Like, if you just get the applesauce, you're looking at vitamin C of like 300% of your daily needs. And that's on a 200,000 calorie diet. So if you're just sitting there, you probably don't even need 200 calories. But if you have 3 of these a day, you're going to be getting, almost 4,000 calories. However, here's the funny thing. You're going to be getting a lot of vitamin C, you're going to be getting a lot of salt, you're going to be getting a lot of sugar. All those things are not good in high quantities. And of course you're going to get a lot of high calories. But again, where are those calories coming from? So sugar. You can get an additional sugar that I like to put in my drink mixes. This is 4 grams of sugar. That only equals out to about 15 calories. Iodized salt. 4 grams here. In other words, 4,000 milligrams. So, 930 milligrams. So it's almost a gram of salt. So basically, a quarter of that packet. So that's a lot of salt. And I usually put this whole packet into one of my main meals. So imagine that. So, with all that said, it has a good variety of food and a lot of taste that complement each other. However, if you're not doing anything, this is not going to be good for you. Even if you are doing stuff, you're going to be missing a lot, because this is for sustaining you and giving you good boosts of energy while you're out in the field. The problem is that you're still missing a lot of things. You still need certain fat-soluble vitamins that are going to keep you going. There's a lot of things that that are still going to cause you to lose weight, even if you are packing on like over 3,000 calories with mild activity. You can still end up losing weight. But there's other reasons for that. But in general, I don't think that this is a good exclusive food source for prepping. If you have too much vitamin C, just as an example, let's use vitamin C. If you have too much vitamin C, you can end up getting something. If you're consistently getting too much vitamin C, you can end up getting something called hemochromatosis. Basically what that is you'll end up causing like an iron overload in your body, and you'll get symptoms like diarrhea, cramps, and even kidney stones. Do you want to really deal with that stuff if you're not able to get to the hospital and take care of yourself? Pretty painful experience. Yeah. So you got to be careful with this balance, because vitamins, or in other words, as I like to call them, micronutrients, as they're also called, and macronutrients being everything up here between proteins and fats, macronutrients, micronutrients. So anything that's a vitamin or a mineral, micronutrient. So your micronutrients typically complement each other. You have fat-soluble and water-soluble. Most of this stuff is water-soluble vitamins, or stuff that are complemented by water-soluble vitamins, like your iron and calcium, complemented by your vitamin C and vitamin A. So they're very essential for delivering these macronutrients like proteins and the fats where they need to go for the energy levels. Also, you need salt for your nervous system. It helps your nervous system, retention of water and stuff like that, because high levels of activity, sweating and stuff like that, your organs and your muscle tissue are going to be using up water. So yeah, sodium, obvious choice. Typically, if you're not really doing too much activity, you want to balance out your sodium with potassium. So that's stuff that you're lacking here. If you think that you're already mineral deficient, just living in America's society today, live off these for a few months and see what happens. You're probably going to end up getting kidney stones. You're probably going to have headaches, cramps, dizziness, all these bad things. You can eat, like if you have too much calcium, for instance, some of these things, you'll get too much calcium in them. You'll have like 150% of your daily needs of calcium. If you have too much calcium, you can experience things like constipation and kidney stones. Basically the same thing as vitamin C, but the opposite as far as like how fast it's coming out. So some people that first have MREs, they end up getting an MRE that has a high concentration of one of these different vitamins, like calcium or vitamin C, or maybe one of the macronutrients they don't usually get in their regular diet. And so they get kind of a sample of what it's like to have one of these health issues. So they can end up having diarrhea or constipation. Those are the most common reports. So if you want to go ahead and stay relatively healthy but still utilize this as a stockpile of food, have it once a day. And then the other 2 meals or whatever, have something healthy. Have legitimate greens. Grow some kale, grow some broccoli. That stuff is really not hard to grow it. That's just my recommendation for prepper food. And if you want to have these on a hike or whatever, yeah, you're hiking, you're using up a bit of nutrients, water, and stuff like that. You kind of need some of the stuff that's in here, but not all of it. So, yeah. I mean, even if you are having 3 or 4 of these a day and you're, like, burning yourself out all day long, you can still end up losing weight. Even if all you needed was, like, 3,000 calories and you're consuming 3,600 calories worth of this stuff, you can still end up losing weight because your body may not be getting the certain nutrient that it really needs. You might be getting something high in sugar, and your body goes through it and still ends up burning body fat and, losing a lot of that, water weight that you've been retaining. So, these aren't really always the solution for high activity levels, and they're definitely not a good solution for people that are just looking for something to stockpile. May be dense calorically, but it's not so good, long term for your overall health. I hope you guys consider this before going out and spending a fortune on MREs. There's nothing wrong with stockpiling them, but make sure that you have a plan for distributing them throughout your daily caloric needs in a manner that makes sense. So, with all that said, I appreciate you guys watching. Go ahead and leave a comment down below, and you guys have a good one.